Welcome back, everybody, to Raiders headquarters. Your Vegas Nation crew here, Cassie, Soto, and Vinny Bonsignore on a Wednesday. And it was a very exciting Wednesday for the Raiders, Vinny, because they got some reinforcements, including tight end Darren Waller and cornerback Trayvon Mullen returning to the practice field. It seems like it's been forever that we've seen Darren Waller. Of course, this is the first time that Trayvon Mullen has returned, has started training camp. How big of a moment is this for the Raiders?
No doubt about it. And Bilal Nichols and Jonathan Hankins as well, who were on the PUP list with Trayvon Mullen. And it was important for a couple of reasons. Number one, they need him back. All three of those players are starting caliber players that help the depth and help the whole operation. But had this gone any longer, they were facing an August 23rd deadline where if all three of those players had stayed on the PUP list beyond then you're talking about missing 4 weeks and 4 games. So they didn't want to get it to that point. They pushed it as far as they could. Looks like they were all healthy. They were all moving around pretty well. Bilal Nichols making some plays out there on the defensive line already. And then certainly having 83 back out there, Darren Waller kind of completes that trifecta with Davante Adams and Hunter Renfrow as far as weapons for Derek Carr. So you're starting to see a more complete picture.
Well, it's probably unlikely that we will see Darren Waller suiting up this weekend versus the Dolphins, but the other guys that you mentioned, right, Bilal Nichols, maybe Jonathan Hankins also returning to the practice field, Vinny. How important is it for these guys to get back in shape? Obviously, you mentioned that August 23rd date, but to maybe get some preseason reps?
Yeah, I'm not so sure about the game on Saturday against Miami. Although, can't rule it out as well. It might be a wet field in Miami. You know, there's rain at South Beach, all that stuff. So it might not be the game to put them out there. And they're veteran players, all three of them, whether you're talking about Trayvon or Bilal or Jonathan, they're veteran players. They know how to get ready. So there's still plenty of time before the regular season opener, September 11th. That's the target date that they're looking at in terms of being at optimal strength. So I think between the practice reps and, of course, as you mentioned in the media, you and Heidi kept asking players about this, a big week coming up beyond the Dolphins when the New England Patriots show up to town here in Las Vegas and have two joint practices with the Raiders. I think you'll see a lot of Bilal Nichols, a lot of Jonathan Hankins, and a lot of Trayvon Mullen in those practices.
Well, Tuesday was a big day for the Raiders as well, Vinny. They had to narrow down their roster from 90 to 85. Were there any cuts that surprised you on Tuesday?
I mean, you have to say Demarcus Robinson. He seemed like a guy that was going to fit here with the Raiders, a veteran player, played for the Kansas City Chiefs all his career, 6 years, was able to find ways to be productive in an extremely prolific offense. So you felt like he was going to be able to find his way surrounded by guys like Davante Adams, Hunter Renfrow, Darren Waller, but that didn't work out. He'll find his place in the NFL. He's too good not to. But it's also a sign that the Raiders really like Tyron Johnson, who we spoke to today, and then also DJ Turner, who we spoke to today as well. 2 young players that are making a push on this roster. The question becomes, and we've been talking about this quite a bit, do you keep 6 wide receivers or is it 5, which is usually the standard? But either way, one of those 2 guys is, to me anyway, going to come down to either a DJ Turner or a Tyron Johnson, unless you decide the Raiders, you being the Raiders, decide to keep 6 wide receivers. So we'll keep an eye on that. I think everybody so far has shown they're NFL ready, NFL worthy. There's going to be some tough cuts. We'll see if any more come at wide receiver.
Yeah. All right. Well, that will do it for us today. For more Raiders news, head on over to vegasnation.com. He is Vinny Bonsignore. I'm Cassie Soto. We'll see you soon.